Hi, I'm Chris from Pampas Wines. I've been asked a number of times from customers who've looked at the labels of Argentinian wine why the label usually shows an altitude above sea level. Now, although Argentina's wine regions are widely dispersed, they're almost entirely confined to the western strip of the country bordering the foothills of the Andes. The vineyard area extends from the Tropic of Capricorn in the north to 40 degrees latitude in the south in Patagonia. This is a distance of about 1,100 miles. Up north around the Tropic of Capricorn in the province of Salta, the climate would be far too hot to grow wine grapes at sea level. So, to temper the effects of this northerly latitude, the grapes are grown above 5,000 feet. The main grape growing area is closer to 6,000 feet up, and there are some vineyards found at altitudes of 7,500 feet and even higher, all producing great wines. Clearly, the higher you go, the cooler it gets. This area has an extremely low annual rainfall, and water is mostly obtained from the Andes snowmelt coming down the rivers. It's interesting to see grapevines growing amongst cactus plants. At these heights, the air is thinner, the sunlight's more intense, and the vines are exposed to more of the sun's ultraviolet rays. The grapes protect themselves by forming a thicker skin. When the grapes are crushed, this makes for deeper coloured, aromatic red wines with more complexity, because the skins contain lots of the minerals and flavour compounds. The white wines from these altitudes are aromatic and refreshing. The other key characteristic of the higher altitude is the wide temperature difference between the warm days and the cold nights. This helps to develop aroma, flavour and acidity. The acidity is necessary for the wine to taste fresh and refreshing. Therefore, the altitude is important because the wines grown and made at these heights have different characteristics than those from lower altitudes. As you move southwards, the height at which the vines grow generally gets lower because the climate is getting cooler further from the equator. When you reach the vineyards of Patagonia in the south, they're typically at around 1,000 feet. The average elevation of an Argentinian vineyard is 2,950, so still quite high. The largest concentration of vineyards is in Mendoza province, which is responsible for producing over 70% of Argentina's wine. Most of the vineyards in Mendoza are at an altitude band from 2,500 to 4,500 feet, and there is a noticeable difference in the wine depending on the altitude the grapes are grown at. Chardonnay and Pinot Noir do very well at the higher, cooler altitudes, whereas Cabernet Sauvignon tends to like the slightly warmer conditions down in the valleys. If you'd like to learn more about this, please visit our website www.pampaswines.com. Thank you.